morning, wet shavers, coffee lovers, and podcast listeners everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeTune.com. It's time for another second cup. So grab a cup of coffee, kick back, relax, put in those earbuds, adjust that speaker volume, and let's talk some wet shaving and a few other things in podcast form. What is Second Cup? Well, Second Cup is a podcast that will give you some additional information that didn't make the Monday morning mailbag deadline. This might be something that is time sensitive. For instance, a sale that could be ending before the next Monday morning mailbag hits the airwaves, or a piece of late-breaking information that viewers have passed along that is equally time sensitive, or something else regarding the wet shaving world that needs to be broadcast in a timely fashion. And we'll also have some time to chit-chat and discuss some other things like coffee, movies, shows that are streaming online, books, that sort of thing. So thanks for tuning in to Second Cup, and I hope you subscribe to the podcast, where you can also find episodes of the Monday Morning Mailbag in podcast form. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. We'll get the show underway in just a moment. Thanks for joining me. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the July 6th, 2026 episode of Second Cup. We're kicking off July after a spectacular 4th of July celebration over the weekend. My gosh, a lot going on. And I went to a 4th of July fireworks display that was just awesome. A friend of mine named John Coyne, he puts on a firework display every year, and it is just so well done, so professionally run. It's just amazing what he does every year. And just a little inside baseball, any of the fireworks graphics that you see in any of the video reviews, you probably saw it on Friday when we were talking about Electro High Shine, all those fireworks that you saw behind me as I was having my shave. Those are all Johnny's fireworks. Those are fireworks from videos that I've recorded in the past from his fireworks displays, and they're just fantastic. Well, what a great 4th of July we had. Now, we did have the risk of rain and bad weather, and I know Friday night, I spent all day Friday, because Friday was a federal holiday, so I had the day off. So I spent all day Friday doing working on the Monday morning mailbag and getting it ready, and getting it ready for upload and that sort of thing. And that way I would have most of Saturday free to get together with family and friends, and there was a big party going on, and then the fireworks later on, and that sort of thing. And Friday night, after I got done uploading the video, everything was edited, everything was put together correctly, and I thought, okay, I'll go ahead and I'll do all the chapters, all the timestamps, and then I'll add all the links, and I'll be, completely done. There you go. Well, we had these bad storms roll through, and the power went out all over Northeast Ohio. We lost power. Ba-boom. That was it. Nothing going on. So grabbing my phone and talking to other family members, it looked like the power was going to be restored at 1:30 in the morning. And I thought, oh boy, that's not good. Plus, my phone was down to about 13% battery power. And I thought, well, okay, it's getting late, getting to be about 10:30, 11 o'clock. So I'll just turn in for the night, and I'll do all the chapter timestamps and links, Saturday morning. And I turned in, and just as I was fading off, the power came back on. I could hear my phone power up from the charger, because I had it plugged in just in case. I could see the lights come back on, that sort of thing. So I had to get up, shut off all the lights, make sure everything was okay, and then went back to bed and got everything done the early Saturday morning. So everything was all completed and buttoned up and ready to go, and I was able to celebrate the 4th with everyone else. It was great. And also ran into a friend. And now, I don't know if you can hear that in the background because we have some storms, some thunderstorms rolling through. I don't know if you can hear that. I got the windows open. There's a rain, a steady rain going on outside. Hear that? I don't know if you can hear that. There was a little bit of thunder. I turned the microphone around because the microphone is directional, so I don't know if it's going to pick it up. But anyhow, during one of the family get-togethers, I ran into an old friend, Roy Passalacqua Jr. Thank you again, Roy, for the gift. He gave me a gift of a Jack Daniel's shot glass. It's a black shot glass with the Jack Daniel's logo and lettering in gold. It says Jack Daniel's whiskey. I'll have to show this on an upcoming Monday morning mailbag. Now, I don't drink. I don't drink beer. I don't drink alcohol. And whenever I get something like this, I'm always thinking, what can I use this for in my shave den? How can this be used for my traditional wet shave? So I'm going to put that to all the viewers this morning. A really nice size shot glass. I mean, it's a nice one. And I'm just wondering if anyone out there knows of a good use for a shot glass. There's got to be something that you can use it for to incorporate it into the traditional wet shave in some way. If you know what that is, please comment below in the YouTube audio stream or send me an email at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and we'll share those ideas on the next Monday morning mailbag when we showed this to all the viewers. So, yeah, it was a great time. It was a lot of fun, and my gosh, the fireworks were great. The food was awesome. It was just great to get together with family and friends and see everybody. And I had a really, really very, very good time. And so, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Saw a lot of family members and friends. Just a great get together. And, big 4th of July, 250th birthday or 250th anniversary of the United States of America. So very, very special, very, very meaningful. So hope your 4th of July was just as awesome. I know everybody out there had some just great 4th of July celebrations. And maybe you two are recovering just a little bit. You can probably hear to my voice. I'm recovering just a little bit from all that activity because it was a lot of fun. It was a real whirlwind and a very, very memorable holiday weekend. So, hey, great to be with you this morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really, really do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Oh, we forgot to mention the coffee that I'm using this morning. I'm using McDaniel's Donut Shop coffee. I purchased this at Save-A-Lot. And boy, oh boy, this is a good one. And again, I'm using that big old, I guess you could call it pharmaceutical coffee mug that I got from my kid brother Dave, my late kid brother Dave. Any of the pharmaceutical swag that he was distributing to doctors and clinics and that sort of thing when he was detailing them on a new drug or medication that the pharmaceutical company that he worked for was promoting, he would always put one or two items aside for me. So yeah, this is one of these big old coffee mugs with some sort of medication or drug on there. I don't know what the indications are for it, but it's a great mug. It's got a really, really deep blue color, and it holds a good 14 ounces of coffee. Because that McDaniel's Keurig coffee cup, I put it into my Keurig machine, and I put in a good 12 ounces of water in there, and there was still room for more in this mug. No doubt about it. Hang on, let me get a sip. Yeah, that's a good, flavorful, budget-friendly cup of coffee. McDaniel's Donut Shop. You can get those at Save-A-Lot. So check that out when you get a chance. So I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Thanks very much for tuning in. Let's pay a few bills and we'll get the show underway in just a moment. Well, the rain is still falling as I record this. We have some rolling thunder going through right now. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but it's a nice, steady rain. Very comforting. There's something about it that's really, really very reassuring. We've had some really high heat this past week, and the ground really needs this rain. And temperatures are much cooler, and there's just a refreshing calm in the air from this nice rain. So it's very, very much welcome right now, especially after the 4th of July weekend. We had great weather for fireworks and cookouts and family gatherings and that sort of thing. So to have rain right now, yeah, very, 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 very much welcome. And also, speaking of rain and rainfall, Phoenix Shaving has resurrected 3 of its most imaginative classics, Megaflora, La Tierra Mojada, and Terra Preta, a lost trilogy originally designed not just as standalone scents, but as a fully customizable mix and match rainforest building system. That's how he worked the rain angle in there. Megaflora represents the lush canopy with its evolving aromatic fougere blend of lavender, tonka, evergreens, bamboo, florals, and mossy earth. La Tierra Mojada brings the rain, built around the beloved petrichor accord, wet pavement, cactus, sage, neroli, hydrangea, geosmin, and patchouli, capturing the feeling of standing in a summer storm. Kind of what we're having right now, yeah. Terra Preta anchors the trio as the deep, ancient soil of the Amazon, a dark and fertile base that ties the entire ecosystem together. Layered, these fragrances transform into something larger than the sum of their parts, a build-your-own rainforest starter kit where every combination shifts the balance of rain, green, and earth. Shavers can experiment endlessly, adjusting accords like sliders on a vintage stereo to create their own unique expression. With limited edition holographic labels for early bundles and a nod to the ongoing Phoenix Shaving lore, the return of this trilogy invites fans to dive back into the Martian jungle for an epic, hands-on scent adventure. So there you go, from Phoenix Shaving, Megaflora, La Tierra Mojada, and Terra Preta. Get all 3 and customize your shave today from Phoenix Shaving. Give it a look. We received this from viewer David Trinks. David, thank you very, very much. Razor Emporium is offering a shave soap and splash in a new seasonal scent, limited supplies, not eligible for coupon. Take off into summer with a scent built for those who appreciate timeless, handmade artisan creations and bold character. Blueberry Aviator is Razor Emporium's 2026 limited edition summer release, created to capture the feeling of open skies, warm evenings, and classic American style. The fragrance opens with the rich sweetness of sun-ripened blueberry, immediately balanced by smooth vanilla for a soft, creamy warmth. As the shave unfolds, notes of aged bourbon emerge, deep, refined, and subtly spirited, before settling into a lasting finish of classic pipe tobacco that brings depth, nostalgia, and unmistakable character. That sounds awesome, and I love the label. It's got this great old 1930s style airplane on the label. My God, it is a marvelous, marvelous presentation. I love the artwork. I love the ad with the shave soap and the bar soap and the splash set amongst blueberries. Oh, this is marvelous, and it's done in a 1930s kind of a tint. You have to see this one. It really is terrific, and the description is so inviting. Perfect for the summer season. Get up there before it's gone from Razor Emporium, the Blueberry Aviator or Blueberry Aviator. This is terrific. A big thank you to David Trinks for very kindly sending along the heads up on this one. Once again, from Razor Emporium, a new seasonal scent, Blueberry Aviator. Give it a look. We also received this heads up from viewer Tim Whitcup, posted on the Italian Barber Facebook page. New product alert. Razor Next Level MR Top Cap dropping soon. MR equals more reveal. For those who want more angle variation on their next level. Boy, that looks like a good razor head. It really does. And my understanding is, just based on this post and the previous post that we shared with you that also came from Tim Whitcup, is that this gives you a little more variation in the angle of approach when you shave with this particular razor head, safety razor combination kind of thing. It looks like you can pair it up with any kind of handle you have in your shave den. That's my point. I'm thinking all they're going to be selling right now is perhaps the razor head, the MR razor head. Maybe they'll have some stainless steel handles that they'll be pairing it up with at ItalianBarber.com. I'm not entirely sure, but if you've got a stainless handle in your shave den, you could pair up this razor head with it, and you could have a really fantastic safety razor. Again, it varies the angle of approach for your shave, and you've got to take a look at this picture. Get up to the ItalianBarber.com Facebook page. Just do a search up there, and the photos will come up. It looks like a really, really neat looking razor head. And also the way that it's machined and presented here, it looks like the angle of approach is also built in. And again, you can vary it, but it looks like the default angle of approach is what I'm saying, is built into that top cap. I don't know. It remains to be seen. I'm looking forward to hearing more about this. A big, big thank you to Tim Whitcup for the heads up on the ItalianBarber.com Facebook page's new product alert. Razor Next Level MR Top Cap dropping soon. MR equals more reveal. Give it a look. We received this heads up from viewer Lee Meyer of Shavesplash.com. Get over to Shavesplash.com. They've got a review on the Goodfellas Smile Dominus. That's a new razor of theirs, it looks like. A skin deep shine is what they're saying here in the headline. The Goodfellas Smile Dominus, a skin deep shine. Let me give you a little bit of the review here. The Goodfellas Smile Dominus is an unusual razor on several fronts, beginning with its material choice. Chrome-plated brass is not especially common in today's artisan razor market, and the Goodfellas Smile goes further by specifying the exact alloy, CW510L PB1, also known as CUZN42. This is a very low lead brass with a high zinc content and roughly 57 to 59% copper, a material more often associated with plumbing and fittings than premium safety razors. Wow, well, I'm gonna let you read on. This is a really well-informed review of this really wonderful looking razor here. You'll get all the specs on it, and you can decide very easily whether it's one you can add to your shave den based on what they're saying about shave quality, efficiency, blade gap, blade exposure, that sort of thing, because it's all there with some detailed photographs. So a big, big thank you to Lee Meyer and everyone over at Shavesplash.com for passing along this review to the Goodfellas Smile Dominus. Give it a look. Now, with this summer shower and thunderstorm rolling through, my lights are starting to flicker, so that tells me I need to wrap it up and upload before I lose power again. So we're going to get right to a movie recommendation, and this one is running on Netflix currently. It's called Blackberry. Blackberry, from 2023, tells the story of Mike Lazaridis and Douglas Fragan, two brilliant but inexperienced Canadian tech innovators whose small company, Research in Motion, accidentally stumbles into creating a world-changing device, the BlackBerry smartphone. Their invention catches the attention of Jim Balsillie, an aggressive, sharp-edged businessman who forces his way into the company and propels it into the global spotlight. What begins as a scrappy, nerd-driven startup quickly becomes a corporate juggernaut until ambition, ego, and the arrival of the iPhone send everything into a tailspin. The film plays like a tech industry Greek tragedy. Genius, hubris, and the brutal pace of innovation collide, leaving friendships strained and fortunes reversed. It's witty, energetic, and unexpectedly nostalgic for anyone who remembers the click keyboard era. Now, here are some content warnings. Language. Yes, there's heavy profanity throughout, including more than 6 strong sexual expletives. This is the primary reason for the film's R rating. Violence, well, mild, mostly shouting, aggressive behavior, and corporate conflict. Sexual content, minimal, no graphic scenes. Substance abuse, very limited, not a major element. But if you enjoy business dramas like The Social Network, BlackBerry on Netflix is a terrific watch. Funny, fast, and surprisingly emotional. Just be aware, the language is strong throughout, but the story of how the world's first smartphone rose and crashed is absolutely compelling. On Netflix from 2023, BlackBerry, give it a look. And that wraps up another Second Cup. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I sure hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please share, please subscribe, and pass it along to a fellow wet shaver or friend. My thanks to everyone who commented and contributed to today's show. And I mean this sincerely. Without you, this microphone would be silent. If Second Cup or the Monday Morning Mailbag aren't showing up in your regular podcast feed, please drop me a line at mondaymailbag@gmail.com and we'll try to get it all sorted out. So again, thank you all very much. I look forward to getting together with you again on these podcast airwaves. Until then, enjoy the day, enjoy your shave, and enjoy that Second Cup.